Hey guys, me i's playing Gubble 2 for the 9th time. Actually, it's probably the 4th, I think. I can use numbers to count and become a gubble-faced freak. Like Gubble here. Hello everyone, I'm a beady-eyed mechanic. Electro-Wald! Electric Woods. F1 text, we're gonna read it in a few seconds as soon as we get there. Whoa! Electric fences! Okay. Be careful around the Tesla towers. They are quite shocking. Or shocking, actually. Okay, so I'm guessing the trick here is we gotta go underneath the towers here so that we don't get killed by the electrical currents. I hope they're instant death, because that would make this all the more sweeter, and I don't have to worry about life. So sometimes some of them like go up forever, and some of them loop around and stuff like that. If you know what I mean, I'm sure you can figure out what I mean, but what that meant, or maybe not. Basically, some of them go up and down, and some of them go up and then immediately warp back down to the bottom. I know it's hard to understand, but we've made it to a place, and I guess this is a ledge, and you've got to hop up it. Interesting how the overworld has its own, you know, stuff you gotta do to work for it. Shh, be careful, Gubble. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm assuming since there's a P and an F that it's Pflanzenfutter. Plant food. Yeah, German. Totally my native language. What are you talking about, guys? What the hell? That is an awesome... Look at that guy. Look at how... Holy crap. Those plants eat everything, but what about the freaking guy who's moving all over the place? You could beat this Zimbot easily if you let the plants eat you a few times. What? But you can find a solution to this without getting eaten by a plant all the time? Question mark? So there's a solution where you don't have to get eaten, and I kind of like this song. So let's see. How am I gonna handle this? I don't want to get eaten, but I don't know how not to get eaten. Maybe if I get shot instead of getting eaten. Ouch! Well, I guess that works. Wait, how do I get down? How do I... Well, maybe plants? Like, apparently there's a solution where you don't have to use plants, but I'm not sure. Like, because I can't figure out how to get the things to work, but this seems to be working, so, yeah. Wait, so how would you do that without getting eaten by plants? Interesting conundrum. Well, let's see, that is what it said, right? But can you find a solution to this without getting eaten by a plant all the time? Oh, this is like a challenge from the author. Now I gotta do this for myself. I gotta find out how you do it without, you know, getting eaten. But I'm not gonna show, you know, this right now, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, I got it. Wow, okay. Duh, because you can push the screwdriver, there should be a way to push the screwdriver into the plant. I'm not quite sure how you would do that, but there's gotta be a way. Let's see if I do something like this. Eat it! Aha! That'll work. Now that is clever, actually. I like how there's kind of like alternate solutions that work and are kind of insane, but still work kind of awesomely. Yeah! This is cool. I like this kind of idea for a challenge type of thing. Trying to solve it in a strange and bizarre way. Yes. Okay. Oh no! I got a game over though, but you get the general idea of what that solution is, and it's pretty dang neat. Alright, loading screen. If you would please get going, then we can get to going. There's something in my throat, so if I start to cough at some point, that might be why. Okay, so, next level, I'm assuming it's the demon spawn, hell spawn. Ich bin hier drüben. I am over here. No, I'm sitting down in a seat. No, I am not over here. Over here is not over there. Oh my goodness! What the hell? This looks amazing! Even though it's just, you know, tons of enemies that I've never seen before, but it's amazing! The hologram boxes are very useful, but remember, you get bonus points for every box you don't collect. Okay. And the hint here? In this Zimbot, you learn how to trick your enemies. You can make your enemies think you're somewhere else. Collect the hologram boxes and activate them with the S button. This is your chance to pass the enemies unseen. I see. So, apparently in this game we, collect multicolored cigarette containers. So, have fun with that. Wow, so I gotta... I could do this. Well, let's try out the first one. So apparently I can pass by my enemies without being seen, except that I didn't press S to use it. Oh, there we go. Okay, we create kind of like bait the enemies. That's awesome. Okay, now that I understand how things work, we're going to skip on this one and go through a minefield where they're dropping, exploding defecation upon the lands. It's kind of disturbing and disgusting. Oh, I see, like, what you're actually supposed to do. Let's get shot by a guy that's way over there. Let's put a hologram fella over here, and now they're gonna be like, hey, I want that guy, mine, 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 and I'm just like, I'm brilliant, I broke your plan. Now this is a very interesting mechanic. I can see this being abused in crazy puzzles and such in the future, but I will just hop over my fiends, haha! Let's see. Well, these guys, I sort of just ran past them before, so I'm gonna run past them again. But spike balls, I think that'd be much easier to place the hologram for that because they're just rude. Although, how am I gonna get over these fellas? I don't know. Oh no, okay, I can't pass through enemies. I probably should have known this, but I don't realize things sometimes. Okay, and now we got some bullet types going on here. How am I going to handle this? Because there's going to be that guy shooting at me, but... If I place a hologram... Yeah, well, this is going to be... Huh. Will they not shoot me if I go... what if I place, like, the hologram here or something? Will they not shoot at me? Okay, so the hologram acts as a decoy, making me basically invisible to the enemies. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, that's still pretty neat, though. Awesome concepts, ahoy. I assume this game is going to be filled with things, and that eventually I'm going to have to remember all this stuff, but I'm going to forget right now. All of it is now forgotten. So, next level, unless there's some kind of secret thing in one of these holes, just going to check, like, everything just to make sure, but I don't see anything, unless there's something down there, or back here. I don't know yet. I just don't know. But okay. Next level, I need to get aligned so that I can do this. Duck, dear dining weg. Duck your way. Duck sounds like a duck word. And that's why we've got large ear holes for wearing rings as decorations. This looks pretty cool. What have we here? How can you access the platform with the teleporters? You can't go through them or jump over them. And while you duck, you cannot move. Which possibility is remaining? Maybe the shover will help you. If you duck, maybe he is sharing the same way with you. Just so you guys know, I read those, but I can barely comprehend what I'm reading while I'm, like, reading out loud, so... While these are kind of hints, they are kind of, like, I don't actually know how to, use them as hints. But anyway, here we are up here. So you found out how to reach the eye switch, huh? Not bad! Follow the secret way to the right. Whoa, wait, what? Okay. Secret way to the right. Whoa! Through the forest of trees! You did it! To get to a bonus Zimbot, use one of the outer teleporters. Oh, okay. So, secret hint zone, use one of the outer teleporters. What do you mean by outer teleporters? Is there a teleporter out here or something? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's referring to one of those ones over there, but I'm not quite sure which one is the outer one, so not sure about that. Now how? Okay, so this is a level where you just want to get to the thing, so there's no big deal about that, but this pusher, wait a minute, there might have been text that I needed to read because I'm not quite sure how to get past this. Because I can't... can the screwdriver destroy this thing? Hold on, there's something here that I didn't read correctly. Oh wait, no. The pusher. I need to jump on the pusher to get over this stuff. So pusher, if you would stay still for like a brief moment, that'd be pretty nice. Or can I jump over this? No, I don't think so. So pusher, Staying on you. Jump over the teleporters. Okay, so the teleporter, brings me back there. So I need to use one of the outer teleporters in order to get to a secret place, but I don't know how to do that. Can I duck well on the pusher to make it through? I don't think so. I don't think there's enough headroom there, but yeah, I can't even duck well on this thing. How does this work? There is a puzzle, and somehow I jumped like into that one. Can I somehow like orient myself to jump into a different one? Man, wait, how is this working? Let me read the hint again. How can you access the platform with the teleporters? You can't go through them or jump over them, and while you duck, you cannot move. Which possibility is remaining? The shover will help me. Yes, but I did duck. Oh! You gotta duck and the shover will freaking shoot you. Gotcha. And I want to use one of this teleporter, I think, for the bonus. Yeah, here we go. Alright, cool. Man, this game's puzzles are actually pretty dang clever. I am surprised. Alright, so I want to collect this. Oh, it's a... Wait, what do I want? Oh, I need to collect all the things or something. Oh, geez, I am kind of confused, actually. So I want to access all the things to access various things, it would seem. So to do that, I'm gonna have to... I don't have time to get all this stuff, but no, I've screwed this up, but it's gotta be a bonus that's worthwhile. I gotta do this for myself. Wow, how would you do this? Okay. A timing challenge. I gotta figure this out. Can I go back to the bonus at some point? Do I get a second chance? Or do I have to like restart the level if I want to do that? Well, I think it might give me another chance if I go up here, go back in here. Yes, okay. Another chance. Now that I know what's going on, I want to solve this mystery for real. Alright, so what I want to do is put this here so I can access that. And then I want to put this one on here so I can access those screws, I guess. Not sure. Do I get like bonus just for each screw, or I'm not sure actually. So let's see. Let's put this here, then use the yellow screwdriver and go over there and get at least one more screw. Not sure how you would do this at max speed, basically, to get everything. But I did get. I wonder. I don't know. Is there some kind of reward for getting everything? I'm not sure, but anyway, that was pretty awesome. This level, I approve of this level. Jolp said this world was kind of lame, but I think it's kind of cool so far. So, World 2, the world of puzzles that are actually pretty cool. Learning mechanics, getting used to the controls. I approve of this. So what level is next? So we can't get to that tower yet. How many do we need? One more Zimbot, okay. And which one is this? Actually, I gotta do the text swap thing, so yep. Alright, I'm looking for V, not this one. I'm guessing that it's gonna be this one then, judging from the placement text. Yeah! Versteckspiel! Hide and seek. Ho ho! Can't wait to see where I can hide and peek onto all my unsuspecting foes. Hello, Mr. Eye Fiends! All necessary tools are hidden in the holes. You just have to search. Uh-oh. Well, I see a green thing. Okay, so I need the tools in order to put something on the switches in order to get the main tool. I see something else down there. What is this? Like, I see something dark in the corner. Is that like a blue switch or whatever? I can't tell what this is. Okay, so here's a blue screw thingy, or this is actually the nail polish remover, so let's use that. I need to get the green one out for the goal. Oops. It's kind of hard to see perspective. There we go. Okay, so I'll just kind of put this one over here for now. Oh god, you're after me! Run away! They explode! They're gonna kill me! A la mode! Oh! Okay, where is... I'm certain there's a screw thing in here, but I have no idea where. I think I found something. There's a wall apparently somewhere. So here's the yellow one. Maybe there was a red one in there too. It felt like there was a wall down there, so maybe there is, or maybe down here. I don't think there is one here though. Yeah, I think there is. Aha! There. I was on top of it. Here we go. Yeah, here's red. I think the red one moves faster than the yellow one when you're on it, but I'm not completely sure about that because maybe it was just like an optical illusion on my part. Ah, get away from me, you eye flyer! Get out of here! I'm trying to get to the goal. You're ruining my life. You're ruining everything. No, I thought I was almost dead there. So hide and seek indeed. That was pretty cool. Like, I don't know. The concepts that this game is exploring are actually pretty unique. And I am glad to be playing it. So, next level, Hakenrunter, up and down. German is a language that has a lot of words, but they're also similar to English. Whoa, why are those cannons all flying around? What's going on, game? There are several ways to dodge bullets. Jump, duck, run away, or use tools to block them. Alright, so, okay, that one is... Okay, so they're moving up and down because I gotta move up and down this thing. Oh dear, and I gotta use perspective to my advantage. And that may or may not happen. Okay, cool. We found that one. So now I get to go through this first section and unlock all the tools. Or unlock all the screws or whatever. Next we go up to the teleporter, which lends me over to here. Uh-oh. A duck? Nope, that went right into my brain cavity. Well, I'm sorry, Gubble, but we can't all live, apparently. Sometimes you just gotta die. I can't really use a tool to block them in this level, though. So I just gotta rely on my pure dodging skills, which is difficult when the perspective is in this way, but not unmanageable. So let's get all this nail polish out of here. It's so hard and smelly, but we gotta deal with it. It is part of growing up as a young woman, after all. And what I'm going to make the final level of this video, it is called Sprinter Spike, which is called Sprinter Spike in another language known as English. Okay, so we got crystal ball action going on. What do you have to say about this? This Zimbot isn't that bad. Although it is pretty interesting if you try this one without getting hit once. So, does the crystal ball take my damage for me? Yes, it does take damage. I'm not gonna make it. This is impossible. Although, it doesn't seem like those things do very much damage after all. Yeah, I'm not doing that without taking damage. Sorry, but that just seems a little bit too difficult for my taste, because you gotta stop and start and stop and start, and that's just not worth it. But kind of weird how we both stopped and started with crystal ball. Actually, that's not what I meant to say. We stopped with that last time, so that's what I mean to say. Anyway, see you guys next time for what I guess we're gonna go through that teleporter right there. Gubble's excited. He's mumbling about, so you know he's got some careful things to say about that next time. So see you guys then. This is a pretty fun episode. See you guys next time.